Alright, ladies and gentlemen, for today's video, I'm going to be showing you all how you can easily defeat the 7-star Blaziken raid here in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet solo. So in order to get the Blaziken raid in your game, and by the way, you have until January 21st, 3:59 p.m. PST to get the raid in your game. As soon as the clock strikes 4 p.m. PST, the raid will no longer be available. But in order to get the raid in your game, simply just connect to the internet, go down to the Poke Portal, go all the way down to Mystery Gift, then go all the way down to check Poke Portal News. As soon as you get this box appearing on your screen, your game is all up to date. For this raid, all you're going to need is a level 100 Belly Bolt with an electric Tera type. For the held item, I like to use the Metronome, as we are going to be spamming one move in the beginning, and that bonus damage is beneficial, at least in my opinion. For the move set, our Belly Bolt needs to learn Acid Spray, Chilling Water, Reflect, and Parabolic Charge. For Acid Spray, Chilling Water, and Reflect, you do have to use a TM. Then for Parabolic Charge, it's actually an egg move. So if your Belly Bolt does not know Parabolic Charge, simply just go to your boxes, use the search function, set the filter to Pokemon that know Parabolic Charge, and hopefully you have a Pokemon in your possession that knows Parabolic Charge. If you do, simply just give your Belly Bolt a Mirror Herb and have a picnic with the Pokemon that knows Parabolic Charge. After you do that, all you have to do is just leave the picnic, and then boom, your Belly Bolt now knows Parabolic Charge. But if you do not have a Pokemon that knows Parabolic Charge in your possession, simply just go out and find a Danini. At level 25, that Pokemon learns Parabolic Charge, and then simply just repeat the steps of giving your Belly Bolt a Mirror Herb and having a picnic. For our Belly Bolt, we want the ability to be Electromorphosis. With this ability, when Belly Bolt takes damage from Blaziken in the raid, it's going to boost up our next electric type move, and honestly that's very beneficial. And for your Belly Bolt to get this ability, all you have to do is use an ability capsule. On top of that, make sure your Belly Bolt has a modest nature so we can have a higher special attack for a lesser attack. Then for our EVs, you want to use 26 calciums, 26 iron, and 1 HP up. Then for our IVs, make sure to hyper train your Belly Bolt in every single stat category besides attack, since our Belly Bolt is a special attacker. And once you have done that, your Belly Bolt is ready to take on the 7-star Blaziken raid. But before you can do that, we now have to get the correct NPC pairing with our Belly Bolt. In order to get the perfect NPC pairing, all you have to do is go find a very weak raid den, drop a hard save, make sure you're not online, then you're going to click on the challenge as a group option, then click on all ready to go, then click on start raid battle. From here, you're just going to wait and see what Pokemon are going to be thrown out in the beginning. If you do not get an Arcanine, Tauros, or a Staraptor, simply just hit your home button, then click X and close your game. Then you're going to reboot your game and try again with that very weak raid den. That's why we're going to be dropping a hard save before we do all of this. It might take a few tries, but as soon as you get either an Arcanine, Tauros, or a Staraptor, we can then finish out that raid. And like I said, make sure to pick a weak raid den so you can easily defeat it. And as soon as you defeat that raid, your NPC partners are locked in. And we want to have a Tauros, Arcanine, or Staraptor on our team because those Pokemon have the ability of Intimidate, and Intimidate is very beneficial for this raid. So if you actually get 2 Pokemon with Intimidate, that's even better. But we're going to be needing an Intimidate Pokemon to keep Blaziken in check. But as soon as you get your perfect NPC pairing, we can then move on to the next step, which is just to open up your map, look for a black Flying Tera raid den, go to it, click on challenge alone, and then we're going to go on with the raid strat. Now with this strat, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, it's not going to be perfect, but this is the most consistent raid strat I've been using in order to farm the Blaziken raid. So as soon as the raid starts, all you're going to do is spam 3 acid sprays. We're doing this so we can build up our Tera Orb so we can terrestrialize, and on top of that, hopefully our supporting Pokemon can do a little bit of damage. But as soon as you get those 3 acid sprays in, this is where things get a little tricky with the strat. Sometimes you can actually drop a reflect before you get knocked out because we are going to be getting knocked out, but sometimes you'll get the reflect off before Blaziken knocks you out. But if you get knocked out, no worries. As soon as you get back in, just drop a reflect. We're dropping a reflect to try to protect ourselves from Blaziken's boosted attack stat. But then from here, if Blaziken has yet forget to remove the negative effects from himself, terrestrialize, and use parabolic charge. This should do a nice chunk of damage because Blaziken will be down 6 stages in special defense. But after Blaziken removes the negative effects from himself, then you're going to be using acid spray. Then you're going to follow it up with parabolic charge, then follow that up with acid spray. And then most of the time when you use the second parabolic charge, Blaziken should get KO'd. But if Blaziken does not get knocked out, just proceed to use acid spray after that, then another parabolic charge, and then he should definitely be KO'd. And as I mentioned earlier, your NPC partners are locked in. So if you run out of time with the Blaziken raid, you have nothing to worry about. You can simply just go right back to it and challenge them again, and you'll still have your NPC partners with you. You can run away too, and your NPC partners are still locked in. The only time these NPC partners are going to change is if you close your game. But that is how you can easily defeat the 7-star Blaziken raid here in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them down below. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, turn on those post notifications, and I'll catch you all in the next video. And also, if you're on the market for some new Joy-Cons or a new Pro Controller, make sure to check out nyxigame.com, link in the description. This company sells high quality Joy-Cons and Pro Controllers. Plus, on top of that, their Joy-Cons and Pro Controllers that they've been dropping lately have Hall Effect joysticks, or in other words, their joysticks should never develop stick drift in their lifetime. And I cannot highly recommend this company enough. But if you do find something that you do like, make sure to use code BC5 during checkout to save yourself 10% off on your order.